Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shook. Been getting a lot of views on my videos, so if you're new around here, yep, my name is Shook. I've been playing NBA for a well, not a long time, but a few years now. Been pretty successful. But all you need to know is all these videos do get posted on this subreddit. You can ask questions here about the Showdown slate, the two-game slate, pretty much anything you need to ask me and stuff like that. I will reply to you. And then if you ever need to get a hold of me privately, you can do so on Twitter right here. That's my handle, or this right here. That's how you get a hold of me privately. And if you ever need to, or sorry, if you're interested in joining my Discord, where I give you 4 players to play for the 2-game slates, 3 players to play for the Showdown slates, a whole player pool with cash plays on it, tournament plays on it, private videos, a lot more. We also do CSGO, esports, playing pretty much every sport in there that I can help with. People grind PGA, we have people grinding MLB, we have people grinding NHL, so really great place to be. Link to that will definitely be down below. But let's take a look at my lineups from the past few days, because I couldn't show you my 2-game slate lineup from the other night. So this was the Showdown slate. Unfortunately, going Tatum over Butler in the captain was the end of me, with Tatum basically having a subpar game. So that hurt me. If if I make the decision to go Jimmy Butler in the captain and Tatum in util, I would have been, I think, top 5 in this tournament. So that decision definitely haunted me. But I'm definitely happy with the way I built my lineup. Cody Zeller was definitely a little bit underwhelming. That's fine. You rarely ever get a 1K punt that's going to be in the rotation, so I felt like it was too good for me to pass up. And then I went with Kyle Lowry over Chalky Brogdon. That would have worked out huge. Robert Williams was basically a free square. There was no way I was fading. Marcus Smart was core for me. Tatum was core for me, and Robert Williams was core for me. So missed on the Showdown, unfortunately, but had a really good day on the 2-game main slate that ended today. The core that I gave out for this was Jamal Murray. He smashed Nikola Jokic. He smashed Marcus Smart. Also core smashed Robert Williams. Also core nuke. So 4 out of 4 on the core, and then you can see who I rounded out my lineup with. I was actually deciding on Max Strus or Caleb Martin, and I went with Max Strus over Caleb Martin. If I go Caleb Martin over Max Strus, you can see I'm 12 fantasy points out of first. I would have been second. So that hurts. It hurts. Definitely hurts a little bit, but can't complain. Definitely a solid night. Overall, once again, absolutely nuking the playoffs. I don't think there's anything new going on. So, yeah. The 2-game slate that started today, I couldn't have asked for a better start as well. I just have Smart going, and I just have Robert Williams going. So, avoided a lot of mediocre. The only guy that I think you might need from this game is going to be Marcus Smart, obviously Robert Williams, both in my lineup, and then Jimmy Butler, which I don't have. So that's the only thing that you might need, but couldn't have asked for a better start for the 2-game slate that starts today. So, one sec. Excuse me. All right. So we got the Showdown slate. I will take a look at the 2-game slate with us together like we did yesterday, because I know you guys play that as well. But unfortunately, the prize pools for the 2-game slate are very, very bad. So mostly everyone does play Showdown, so that's what I gear these towards. But we will look at the 2-game slate together. Don't worry. So let's go over the Showdown slate first. Let me take a sip of water. Clear my throat. And let's do it. So, obviously, let's look at the rotation. I got everything I feel like right. I said this was a Rui spot. Rui gained minutes. I said in Discord, I said Vanderbilt would get cooked. That's nothing new. He got cooked. I said Austin Reeves over D'Lo. That worked out huge. I said Dennis Schroeder would continue to start. He started, and then, yeah, and then Denver, like I predicted, kept their rotation the same. So I feel like I hit on this series and the rotation pretty well. So feel good about that. Now, first thing to look at here is Jokic is going to be a must for me regardless. So it's going to be up to you on what you want to decide to do with the rest, but I'm not fading Jokic. I'll probably try to fit him in the captain. There's enough value to probably do it. I think he looks phenomenal. I will not be fading. So 80 LeBron, I think, it could be smart to play Jokic and one of them together. I mean, I prefer AD to LeBron. Anthony Davis definitely has the higher ceiling. A bit of a lower floor than LeBron, but I purely want to go for ceiling and Showdown. So I think Anthony Davis is definitely the way to go over LeBron. That doesn't mean you can't get to LeBron. I have a feeling he's going to be pretty low owned on this Showdown slate, which makes him a good tournament play. He'll get ownership just because all the studs always do get ownership, but not much of analysis here. I think I prefer AD to LeBron. I think both look good. I prefer Jokic to both. I just like ceiling and Showdown, so that's why I lean Anthony Davis. And then you have Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell at 7.4 and 7K respectively. I still like both. Now, D'Lo got benched in the fourth, and that can happen. They went to Rui over him. Dennis Schroeder starting also could hurt as well, so there is a lot of risk with D'Lo. Now, what this is going to do, everyone's going to play Austin Reeves over D'Angelo Russell. Before I was saying everyone's going to play D'Angelo Russell over Austin Reeves, and we all went Austin Reeves. Now everyone's going to play Austin Reeves over D'Angelo Russell. So I think Russell is a good tournament pivot because if he is playing well, and Rui's not playing well, and they do decide to close with him, he could play 30 plus minutes, and he does have a decent ceiling on him. So he's not out of play for me. I think he's solely a good tournament option just because I don't think anyone's going to play him tomorrow. I think everyone will just go to Reeves, which I agree with. I think Reeves is the way better play. His minutes are very much so secure. He's probably going to play close to 40 minutes. He's going to stuff the stat sheet. He's going to pass the ball a ton. He's going to get, probably 4 or 5 more assists, few rebounds, and as long as he's hitting his shots, he's probably going to get you like 25 to 30 at least. And 7.4 seems like a reasonable price tag to me. So I like Reeves. Think he's a better player than D'Lo. I just think D'Lo is an interesting tournament pivot. As long as Dennis Schroeder keeps starting, I'm still going to probably play him at 4.8. I think he should be above 5K in my opinion. Him, Rui are really the only guys below 5K with ceilings on this slate, if I recall correctly, because KCP and Bruce got priced up. Yeah, pretty much. So, Dennis Schroeder, Rui Hachimura, two of my more favorite value plays on this slate. I expect, him to continue to play around 30 minutes. He's going to stuff the stat sheet. He does have a ceiling. He's not going to be like the best point per minute guy playing alongside LeBron and AD, but he still does have upside. So I still like Schroeder at 4.8. Lonnie Walker's absolutely cooked. More of just a tournament dart for me. But still a fine play. I think I prefer Rui for 3,600. But once again, we can't expect him to shoot 8 of 11. We also can't expect 28 minutes again, right? I think normal outcome for him is like, it depends, right? If D'Lo's playing well, if he's playing well, stuff like that. So he'll be in the rotation, obviously. He'll probably play around 20 minutes regardless. Could get extended. He's 3.6. He's very cheap. So I do think he's a good value. Optimizer's probably going to absolutely love him tomorrow, but that's my ranking basically. Vanderbilt only played 10 minutes. He is 2.6. Just probably strictly only in play for me for 150 max. Sorry. But that's about it. I probably won't go there in my single lineup, but a fine dart. And then if you want to pump with the 1K guy, sure. If I were to do it, it would be Tristan Thompson. Hopefully they throw him on Jokic at some point, but I'm not excited about it. But that's the breakdown for the Lakers. Let's move over to Denver. I feel like I missed someone. I didn't miss anyone, right? I think that's it. Let's move on to Denver. So Jokic, no analysis there. He looks phenomenal. Good stuff to stat sheet. Probably played close to 40 minutes. It's a pace of spot against the Lakers. Triple-double upside. Just tremendous. Nobody has the floor ceiling combo he has in the slate. He looks phenomenal. Jamal Murray at 9.4. Now, point per dollar, I honestly prefer Jamal Murray to AD and LeBron. That's point per dollar, though. Like, he has similar upside. no, I wouldn't say upside, but a pretty high floor. It's give the ball to Jamal Murray, give the ball to Jokic, get the fuck out the way. He's gonna stuff the stat sheet. If builds help you fit Jokic and fade AD and LeBron, and you can fit Murray for cheaper, I think that's a good way to go about it. But I prefer Murray point per dollar to the Lakers studs. I prefer the Lakers studs obviously straight up, but I think all look great in their own right. But yeah, really like Jokic, really like Murray. And then MPJ, Aaron Gordon, they're just two very, very safe plays. Obviously, I prefer MPJ to Aaron Gordon. He has the much higher ceiling. At times, he has gotten benched, but I don't think that'll happen in the series. I expect close to 35 minutes once again from him. Good rebounder, good scorer. 7,200 price didn't move at all, so I think he's solid. We'll go over who I'd rather play over who at the end. I think Aaron Gordon's good. I'd much rather I don't know why Bruce Brown and KCP are almost the same price as Aaron Gordon and MPJ. I just would not do it. I would not play Bruce or KCP over Aaron Gordon or MPJ. I just don't understand that pricing. They're probably going to be unowned because of it, but I don't see them paying off those prices. I just don't. And we have value. Jeff Green at 3K, he'll probably see around 15 minutes. He's god-awful point per minute, but if he scores you 10 fantasy points miraculously, it could help you. Fine for tournaments, fine for cash maybe as well. And then Christian Braun probably gets 10 to 15 minutes as well. Another fine dart, but I'd really, I think I prefer Braun to Green point per dollar. I'd really rather just play Dennis Schroeder or Rui on the other side of this game, or I don't know. So yeah, that's the Showdown slate. Now let's look at the 2-game slate together. I have not looked at this yet, but let's do a little bit of a run through together. So, oh wait, I forgot to go over who I'd rather play. Fuck. Okay, off the top of my head, I'd rather play Reeves over D'Lo. I'd rather play MPJ over Gordon. Reeves versus MPJ is very, very close for me. I think I'd give the slight edge to Reeves, like I did last slate. I'd rather play Dennis Schroeder over Rui. I'd rather play Rui over Vanderbilt. I'd rather play. Trying to see if I'm forgetting anyone here. I don't think so. I'd rather play Jokic over everyone. I'd rather play AD over LeBron. But I think that's it. Let's get into this 2-game slate. So, Jokic, we're just going to go through this one by one very, very quickly. Jokic, absolute must for me. I'm not fading Jokic. Tatum, I think is good. Anthony Davis, prefer him to LeBron, but just tournament plays for me. Jimmy Butler's been phenomenal. No issue if you want to go there. I think he's solid at 9.7. Jamal Murray looks phenomenal to me at 8K. Absolutely love Jamal Murray at 8K. I think he should be 8.5-ish. Jaylen Brown's fine. I prefer Murray. Bam Adebayo at 7K I think is good. Has a nice floor right now. Probably get you 35 to 40. Now the price came down to 7K. I think he's a solid option. Austin Reeves, really like at 6.1. And then this is where pricing doesn't make sense to me. Aaron Gordon at 5.4. I know he's been awful, but that's just too cheap. Really like Aaron Gordon. I think MPJ is very strong as well. Marcus Smart, phenomenal play, even at 5.5. I think Al Horford's okay. D'Lo just tournament only for me, still at 5.3, just because the risk of his minutes. But I think another solid play at 5.3. I think that's too cheap. Bruce, I'd rather play D'Lo over Bruce Brown. I'd rather play D'Lo over KCP. Kyle Lowry, I think another good tournament play. Max Strus, if he's hitting his shots, I think is fine. I prefer Kyle Lowry to Max Strus. Brogdon, 4.8, I think is too cheap. Another very strong play. Gabe Vincent just there for me. I think Rui's fine value. Dennis Schroeder, I think is very good. I'd rather play Schroeder over Rui. And then Caleb Martin solidified himself in this role. Probably plays 25 to 30 minutes. He'll stuff the stat sheet as well. I think another solid value that I think will get some ownership. Derek White, strictly tournament only for me. I absolutely love Robert Williams once again, assuming he continues to start. Lonnie Walker's cooked. Kevin Love probably plays 15 to 20 minutes. Solid point per minute. Okay value. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone else I'd really consider. So I'd rather play Jokic over everyone. I'd rather play AD over LeBron. I'd rather play AD over Tatum. I'd rather play Murray over Brown. I'd rather play Reeves and MPJ as a coin flip. I'd rather play Smart over Horford. Rather play Smart over Gordon. But it's very, very close. Rather play D'Lo over Bruce KCP. Rather play Lowry over these guys. Rather play Lowry over Strus. I think I prefer Brogdon to all of them, but very, very close once again. Rather play Brogdon over Vincent. Rather play Schroeder over Rui. Rather play Caleb Martin over White. I'd rather play Robert Williams over all of these guys. And that will do it for the video, guys. I hope you guys had a good night, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow.